Hey guys, and welcome back to my Let's Play of the PlayStation 2 and Wii version of Sonic Unleashed. So in the last episode we went through all of the night stages in Dragon Road, so now we have our first boss fight for the Werehog, and this is the Dark Gaia Phoenix. So we just found out that we finally found the village elder, Zon Shen, who's kind of unconscious on the ground, but he has now suddenly disappeared. So here's how the Dark Gaia Phoenix works. He flies around, he'll shoot these homing projectiles at you that you really want to get close to all of these, whatever they are, these platforms I guess. So when he fires them down like that, get out of the way. It's kind of like the rocks that Black Doom shoots in Shadow the Hedgehog, only these things like follow Sonic. And then what you want to do is you want to get up here, pick up a barrel, and then chuck the water at him. That will extinguish the flames. I don't know how a tiny little barrel is able to extinguish the flames on a giant bird, but they do. And it will always, for some reason, then fly back to the middle of the arena. You punch it a bit, and then once it gets to low enough health, you start performing quick time events. If you fail these quick time events, you'll just begin to... the flames just come back, and then you start the whole thing again. We don't start again. The health stays where it is. This just speeds things up. So to do this as fast as you can, you've got to do that 3 times. Get through a third of its health. Once it gets up, the first attack it will always do is slam the ground, after which you then try and see if you can pick up a barrel and then throw them. But most of the time, that happens. The hitbox for the Dark Gaia Phoenix is really weird. It's like, the barrel hits the Phoenix, but a lot of the time, nothing happens after that. So then every now and then it sort of just glows like this and hovers around for no particular reason. And then you throw the barrels, and with each third of its health that goes down, it takes 1 more barrel. So now it's going to take 2. And then you just repeat and then it just repeats itself. It's the same in the HD version. The first 2 Werehog fights are relatively the same. This one is near identical, except in the HD version they're like urns instead of barrels. You just keep performing quick time events. In the HD version, when Sonic goes under it here, he actually does like a gut punch. Like he punches the Phoenix right in the gut, and it looks really painful. And then it gets up again, it'll slam the ground again. It will try and slam the ground with that same move if Sonic is like still on the ground, but as long as you're hanging onto this, you'll be fine. So I was able to hit him then. I don't get how this hitbox works. I'm able to do this fight pretty easily, but in the practice run that I was doing for this guy was giving me some really awful behavior. Like firstly, he was just hovering around in the background. He just wasn't doing anything. He was flying around, he was attacking every now and then, but he wouldn't come in close to any of the arenas. Well, to any of the platforms. So I was trying my best, but he was too far away from me to hit, and when he did get close, again, the barrels just wouldn't work. I barely got the S rank for this. Thankfully, if you fail to get that last quick time event, but you've been succeeding in everything else, you don't need to worry about flipping him over. You'll still be able to do enough damage, even if you fail the last one. Don't know about any of the others, but if you fail the last one, you'll still do enough damage to finish off the Phoenix. But that I just find looks more satisfying. And then when you finish the boss, every night stage, every night boss will give you 1,000 Gaia Force. Target time for all 3, for the first 3 is 5 minutes, and then it's 7 minutes for the last one, which is second easiest actually. So now we can finally actually meet this village elder, but first we have one other little thing we gotta do. Well, no, he talks to us now, actually. Then we'll go to the Gaia Gate. How can I thank you? You always have my deepest gratitude. I came here to look in on the holy shrine, but somehow it seems like I lost consciousness. How did you get all the way through Dragon Road? That's what I want to know, regardless of what version you're playing. And a fun fact, there is a cutscene that plays when we first encounter him after defeating the Phoenix in the HD version. We never see that cutscene here. It's exclusive to the HD version. It's like Chip picks up this little thingy-majig that I guess opens the door? I'm not really sure. But instead, because we have the planet tablets here, this is just how we gain access to the temple. Even though we haven't done the day stages yet, we do have the other half of the tablet that we got from Cool Edge. So I guess we can just use that. Any tablet fragment works. So every time we restore a continent, this same cutscene plays. The cutscene is exactly the same. It's just sometimes it will be Sonic, sometimes it'll be the Werehog, depending on whether it's night and day, and then the colour of the Chaos Emerald will change. But I just want to bring attention, you can't see it that clearly there, but behind the Chaos Emerald there is some sort of mural. That mural is in, it's a bit clearer there, it shows Dark Gaia and something else. That mural is in every Gaia temple. But Sonic and Chip never react to it until the 6th temple. It takes them 6 temples to realise that thing is there, even though they're running right towards it. And the 3rd continent has been the 2nd continent to be restored.
The moment the temple lit up, the beast woke up. It appears he's come back to his senses.
I see. I'll bet your job is to guard the Chaos Emerald Temple. You must have gone berserk when the emeralds lost their power.
Well, I'm glad you're back. Want some chocolate? So long!
Your dinner, Doctor.
Thank you. What's the progress on the Dark Gaia-powered Eggman land construction system?
Current status is 27% complete. Progress is significantly behind projected timetable. Presumed cause of delay is Dark Gaia's dispersion across the globe.
Oh, of all the lazy, here I go to the trouble of waking that Dark Gaia thing up, and it causes me nothing but delays.
Dark Gaia had yet to reach maturity within the planet's core, ergo it was still incomplete at the time of its awakening, ergo it was unable to sustain its own weight upon its release, ergo it scattered around the world.
I don't want to hear about its weight issues. So what if I gave it a bit of a sudden awakening? This is unacceptable.
Ergo, this is the repercussion of your hasty actions.
What was that? I'm having a bad enough day as it is. First that professor runs off with the Gaia manuscripts, and now the planet's coming back together.
That, Doctor, is the result of the power of the Chaos Emeralds, which you discarded along with Sonic. Ergo, another repercussion of your hasty actions.
Quiet, you junkie! That was all part of my plan, part of the big picture. Where's the fun in having my plans succeed without any challenge? Anyway, what's the status of the remaining temples of Gaia?
Eggman forces have currently secured all locations. Defensive preparations are nearly complete.
That'll take care of Sonic for now, which leaves the problem of Dark Gaia. It'd be difficult to collect every piece scattered all across the world.
Searching conventional wisdom banks for topical advice. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Slow and steady wins the race. Nobody likes a whiner.
Isn't there a more efficient way? Some way to, well, I don't know, gather them all up at once. Wait, that's it, of course! With this, all of my plans will be realized!
So yeah, once we've beaten the Egg Beetle, Eggman doesn't really do anything in this game until the end. He just sits up there in his ship, I guess is what he's doing. He doesn't really do a lot. You get 2 cutscenes with Eggman and that's it, but that sandwich, I have to say, looks really impressive. Anyway, we're actually introduced to Orbot, his little robot companion. No Q-Boss at this point. He has a different voice here, and he's a different colour, but you know, it's his first appearance. He's not known by name here, but because he kept repeating the word, everyone called him Ergo at the time. I think somewhere his name, I'm not sure if it's in the files, maybe it was one of the comics, I don't know. But he's actually known as SA55, or SAS, which is definitely something he has. I just love how Eggman builds a robot that mocks him. It's great. I really do like Orbot. I don't care that much for Q-Bot, but I do like Orbot, and I love Orbot's voice. It's amazing that it's actually the same voice that Shadow now has. But they don't sound the slightest bit similar. Then again, I don't really find that Shadow and Sonic sound very similar when it's Jason Griffith. Anyway, this mission. So the Werehog has some missions where you can't hit anything along the way as well. This one is such a strict time limit. I hate that mission. Like, even when you're not trying to get that item box, that's probably the strictest time limit of any mission in the game that isn't like an S rank. I really, really hate that mission. But just to go back to that cutscene, I have to say I love how as Eggman like realizes he's made a mistake, his mustache drops down. I do like that. But it's where you see like the difference in cutscenes, and I kind of wish that all of the cutscenes look like that rather than just using like the HD version's in-game graphics. But they still look really nice regardless. It's still impressive here, even if it is like a compressed, pre-rendered video. It's still very impressive. I really do. I love this game's cutscenes. Nothing beats the opening. Nothing has. It beats everything before it by far, and nothing can compete after it either. The opening to this game, everything in this game is, the cutscenes are amazing. And this game did have like a little promotional silent movie tie-in. It's called Night of the Werehog. If you haven't seen it, again, it's great. It is really great. It's about actually, I can't remember how long it is, but it's longer than 5 minutes. I think it's about 10 minutes. It's really just about 2 ghosts trying to win the affections of a female by trying to terrify somebody, and then they keep trying to scare Chip, but then a full moon comes out and then Sonic turns into the Werehog, and Sonic hasn't seen the ghosts at this point, but then he does when he turns into the Werehog, and that terrifies him. I really do like this game. Some of this game's marketing campaign is just great. I love the documentary trailer. It's like, something is definitely out there. The scientists have found traces of blue fur at the scene. There are wild noises at night. As you can see from this amateur video, something is definitely out there. There really is something stalking our cities at night. Sonic Unleashed. It's great. It's like you very briefly get these glimpses and then suddenly it's like, oh, it is Sonic. Okay. Like, it is great. I love that trailer so much. That's probably my favourite trailer I've ever seen for a video game. And I love the original Super Smash Bros. Trailers, like something's gone wrong in the happy-go-lucky world of Nintendo. That trailer is great as well, but I don't think it beats out the documentary. Like, that is great. This game has such a great marketing campaign. So, what happened with Forces? And its nearly non-existent marketing campaign. Especially compared to how much Mania got. It seemed pretty clear which one Sega had more faith in. Again, Forces isn't horrible. It's not bad. It's just so dull and average. Such a downgrade from the last 3 games. Well, the last 3 Boost games. There was Lost World and Boom. Alright. So, next up. Yay! We have day stages next. So, I will see you guys then.